Hey everyone, have you been searching for a fishing kayak that actually delivers without breaking the bank? If you're tired of flimsy options that wobble or sink under bigger paddlers, the Perception Pescador 12 might be exactly what you need. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I know what you're thinking, another kayak that promises the world but ends up feeling like a floating lawn chair. But after putting the Pescador 12 through its paces, I can honestly say it's one of the most balanced sit-on-top kayaks out there, especially for larger paddlers. Whether you're casting lines in calm lakes or tackling mild rivers, this thing handles like a dream. I've had the chance to take it out on various water conditions, and I must say, it's been a game changer for my fishing trips. First off, the size is perfect. At 12 feet long, it's long enough to track straight in windy conditions but still maneuverable enough to spin around tight spots. I've found that it's incredibly easy to navigate through narrow channels and inlets, which is great for getting to those hard-to-reach fishing spots. The open front hatch is a game changer. Seriously, I've lost count of how many times I've dropped gear in there only to fish it out completely dry. The latching lid keeps everything secure, even when you're bouncing over small waves. And the rear tank, well? Massive. I fit a full cooler, tackle boxes, and even a small camping chair in there with room to spare. No more cramming gear into tiny compartments that barely hold a water bottle. One of the things I appreciate about the Pescador 12 is its ability to keep me organized. The front hatch has enough room for my fishing nets, lines, and other essentials, while the rear tank well can hold all my other gear. I've even used it to store my waders and boots when I'm not using them, which keeps them dry and out of the way. This kayak has really helped me streamline my fishing process, and I've been able to focus more on catching fish than fussing with my gear. Comfort is where this kayak really shines. The seating system has thick, ventilated padding that doesn't flatten out after a couple of hours. I've paddled for 6 hours straight without once feeling that annoying numbness in my legs. The seat is also adjustable, so you can find the perfect angle whether you're cruising or actively fishing. And the built-in drink holder? Simple but brilliant. No more setting your soda down on the deck only to watch it tip into the water when you reach for another lure. I've also found that the footrests are adjustable, which is great for paddlers of different sizes. My friends and I have all taken turns using the kayak, and we've all been able to find a comfortable position. Durability isn't something you want to compromise on with a kayak, and the Pescador 12 doesn't cut corners. It's made from a single piece of polyethylene with no seams or weak spots, so leaks are basically a non-issue. The built-in buoyancy means even if you somehow manage to flip it, which, let's be honest, is hard to do, the kayak will stay afloat while you climb back on. Plus, the one-piece construction makes it surprisingly easy to carry. I've moved this thing solo from my car to the water more times than I can count, and the molded carry handles make it feel almost weightless. I've also been impressed with how well it withstands scratches and scrapes. I've accidentally bumped it into rocks and docks, but it still looks like new. If you're someone who likes to customize your setup, the Pescador 12 has you covered. It comes with dual rod holders right out of the box, but there's also a mounting track system if you want to add a fish finder, GPS, or extra gear. I've seen anglers attach small tackle trays and even camera mounts without any issues. The hull design is also optimized to cut through water smoothly, so you're not constantly fighting resistance. That means less energy spent paddling and more energy spent actually fishing. I've also been able to add a small anchor system, which has been a lifesaver on windy days. Now, no kayak is perfect, and the Pescador 12 has a couple of minor quirks. The front hatch, while roomy, isn't watertight if you're in rough water. If you're planning on hitting choppy seas, you might want to double-check your gear. Also, the seat is great for shorter trips, but if you're planning a full-day adventure, you might want to upgrade to a higher back model for extra lumbar support. But honestly, these are small trade-offs for what you get overall. I've found that the benefits of this kayak far outweigh the drawbacks, and I've been able to use it in a variety of conditions without any major issues. I've also been impressed with how well the Pescador 12 handles in different water conditions. I've taken it out on calm lakes, slow-moving rivers, and even in some choppy coastal waters. You can find the Perception Pescador 12 on Amazon. Link is in the description below. Happy paddling!